What up? It's your boy Drew Hefner, and today we're going to talk about who should you keep in your circle, who should be in your camp. So stay tuned. So I wanted to talk about who should you keep in your circle, especially if you are a musician, or this could I would imagine this could apply to actors or probably sports guys, so on and so forth. But it's your entourage, your camp. Who should you keep around in your camp? The first thing that comes to mind, it reminds me of Warren Buffett. I was listening to one of his speeches, and he was saying that he would rather have a guy that was a little bit slow and lethargic and not that bright than a guy that was unscrupulous, you know what I mean, had scandalous tendencies and was all energetic, because he would probably do the most damage to your situation. So basically what I'm saying is you want to make sure that the people around you are stellar, you know what I mean, that have a good character, because when it comes down to this music business and you get to seeing zeros, it makes people act a little strange. I mean, a guy, he may have been your friend, or you thought he was your friend, and all of a sudden he sees some zeros or an opportunity to get those zeros, and now you are on opposing teams. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that, I'm definitely explaining this to you. When you're dealing with your team, make sure they are good people inside. You know what I mean? I mean, you'll never totally know a person, but there's certain things that'll tell you whether or not a person is good. You know what I mean? Like you'll get kind of different indicators in how they deal with other people and what other people have to say about them. Their reputation, does it precede them in a positive, negative way? And if it's a negative way, usually that's an indicator on you need to go the opposite way of that person. I see this thing every day and experience it every day. And that is one of the big things that, that they use me for is I go through your whole camp, and, I go through the whole camp and make sure that people are doing what they're supposed to do. I have no problem with that. But for those guys that are starting out, or even if you're not starting out, this applies to anyone. Make sure you scrutinize the individuals in your camp, and make sure that they're good people from the start, because at the end, you guys could be on opposing forces. I see this happen every day in the music industry.